Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's see what we do under pressure. You hear me? We got the best post-game boys in the house. West Coast, kick us out.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever.
Hey, you ain't kicking it out good. Kenny, kick us out.
I got it, man. Fire everybody, man. I don't give a damn we won. We up here fighting for our life against Russell Wilson in 2025, man. Something's wrong. Something is horribly wrong, man. Listen, good win. I'm glad Brian Schottenheimer got his first dub at the Dallas Cowboys head coach. But Matt Eberflus, you let a 30, how old is Russ? 37? Is Russ like 37 years old, 35? You let a man that's almost 40 years old, that's been in the NFL for over a decade, set a career high in passing on your defense. His best days is supposed to be behind him in the rearview mirror. He must be on the road to retirement. You got him thinking he can play another 10 years in the NFL. I'm sick of this shit already.
That's why I said my cousin couldn't be on the live stream. There you go, right there. I told you. I told you he was going to get on here and show his whole ass. I told you. But listen to me, man.
I'm going to be nice because I was praying to God for full 3 hours. I promised God all kind of things to get this W. So I'm not going to come in here and renege because I'm going to have to call on the Lord a couple more times the way this defense is playing. But go ahead, Wes.
Man, I just say it like this, man. Like, you know, the Cowboys, we are definitely we are God's team because when you play the Cowboys, your faith will be renewed. You know what I'm saying? like, I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson was in his with him and Sierra. She over there, you know, Sierra was over there doing some dance moves or something. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get her dance move. Russell, he trying to think if he still got it or not. And then at some point, he got down on his knees and he said, "Lord, give me a sign, Lord. Do I still got it?" And he said, "My son, thou shalt play Matt Eberflus and the Dallas Cowboys this week." Like, this is a game you get when you paid your tithes, you've been a good Christian. The Lord say, I'm gonna let you go out there and shine. You're gonna lose, but I'm gonna let the world know you still got it. And you know what sucks? We still gotta play these dudes one more time, bro.
Amen.
At
they crib. And I hope the game don't matter.
In the cold.
And I hope the game don't matter, because in a game where it do matter, who knows what happens.
Lou.
Shout out for the Cowboys giving me my early birthday gift, at least. I don't know.
Happy birthday.
I'll take it.
Happy birthday, Lou.
Happy birthday, Lou.
I'll take it. You know. But my coach always said, you know, the days I used to be nervous going to film. Not nervous when I have a good game, but the game where we take the longest time, we be there for 12 hours, it's the close and ugly wins. So, Shotty, y'all better not leave that damn room, because I don't care if people did make plays finally in that game. It's some people that need to be on a barbecue pit of coaching and going on in that room because they had such horrible games. Your safeties, I'm going to say that again. Your safeties had a terrible game today. It was ultra bad in the run support. And when they had the deep half, the deep third, when they were just deep in general, people just walking right by them. You feel me? And this is what we're talking about right here. Your offense, Shotty, you're going to have to get it together. We're going to have to get into this film room right now. But I'm glad we got the win, but it was a very, very ugly win. And also, y'all better not be walking Brandon Aubrey back to his locker. Tell the security man to direct him upstairs, and Jerry, get to your office and already have a contract ready for this man.
He ain't lying. Hey, I got to do this real quick, y'all. I got to pay the bills. So the Sleeper app, go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper Picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. It's a lot of people lost some money today. And won somebody today. Go, Coach.
Hey, man. Listen, man. A win is a good thing at this particular time, man. Like I said, the NFL really don't start after week 5. Listen, we just had to get. I'm glad that we won. I'm kind of sad that my post that I put out there early in the week is starting to come to fruition about our safeties. It's time to have a look at our safeties. I tell you, we talk about a lot of stuff on this defense, But if our safety room gets better, that's going to cut down confusion on the back end. It's going to make better run support, and it's going to be an intimidation factor on our defense. And we have none of those, and they're not playing well. And I have very little tolerance for safeties that are supposed to be veteran guys that on their second contracts here because of them being comfortable. But there's a lot of work to do with this team, and we need to. For us to get somewhere, it got to go back to what I said earlier, man. We need a culture change in this team, but we need a culture change in this fan base so we can promote this team the right way, so they can understand they got to get out the mud instead of giving them so much gratitude, thinking that we supposed to go out and blow out a team. You're gonna see nobody's getting blown out. There's no sweet teams in the NFL, and you got to come play. So we got by with a bad game. And we have to do that sometimes. But we just got to get better, and got to get better for Chicago next week.
Yeah, I will say this, and then I was happy to see Pickens get targeted a lot. And some things was very frustrating about him earlier, especially looking at game 1. But I was happy that he was a key part of this game, because I need him to have a good season. I sense kind of like crash potential in him. So, and managing him is almost like, to me, managing Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? You see the issues, but we still got to figure out how to try to win with the issues that we see, right? So now what I will want to see is, now that you done got your touchdown, now that you done got your flash moments, I still need you to do the whole job, right? And if you don't do the whole job, it's going to get loud on you, and rightfully so. I'm going to be all the way honest about this. I'm not going to play with this shit. Like, now everybody got to be held to a standard. Now, I was glad to see, though, that you made the plays. I'm going to kind of stop there and kind of go back around the circle. Did anybody have anything on that? I'm going to let y'all jump in how y'all want to jump in. Did you have some on that, Wes?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wes didn't coach.
I would say this was a complete, I don't want to say it was a complete team win, but it was like whatever it was, they all did it together. You know what I mean? They all did it together. So it was a win though. It was a win though. You know what I mean? But they all did it together, man. And they're all about at the same level, man. And, man, the scary thing that the positive thing that I will say is Dak is still Dak.
Yeah.
And then the negative thing that I will say is this defense looks like they got to get better, because like I feel like this defense could put Dak in a position where he can't get himself out of it. Because 37 points at home, that's a lot, man. But I'm happy Dak is still Dak, though. I'm happy Dak is still Dak, because he's definitely put us in position to get us back in that game. Dak didn't make the kicks, but he made the throws to get us there.
Yes.
So I'm happy Dak is still Dak, but I get scared because I be thinking like, damn, this defense could have put us in a position that even Dak couldn't have gotten us out of. Like, that's scary, bro. Because I hang everything on Dak. I'm sorry, I put everything on Dak. All we got.
And the Giants scared. For real. That's typical Giants football. Count them out if you want to, bro. That's the same team that won 2 Super Bowls, 9 and 7. Say
both a wild card,
right? Meaning they did it on the road, bro. I don't understand how people be like, "Oh man, it's a cakewalk, bro." I don't care how many times we beat them. I'ma always take them serious, bro.
And that's why
think about the defensive line they got, dog.
Hold on,
like they got. You want to go ahead, Lou?
Oh no, we skipping Coach Marv. We skipping Coach. But then we got Lou. Then you, Hen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me say this, man. Some of the biggest fights I've ever had as a coach, as a defensive coordinator, has been between cornerbacks and safeties. When the cornerback couldn't trust the safety and he started looking bad. Listen, that's a contentious thing when a guy get beat and you in cover 2, and everybody say, "Oh, the corner got smoked," and you say, "Hey, didn't you supposed to be there?"
Right.
And that's some of the biggest fights I've ever had to break up, because listen, it's a trust factor on that back end, and if you don't have that trust factor, you're gonna have teams that are gonna throw on you all day, because the continuity and the trust between corner, safety, nickel, corner has to be there. And right now, I wouldn't trust our safeties if I was a nickel corner or a cornerback, not one damn bit. So you're going to get underneath passes. Know why you're going to get underneath passes? Because corner's trying to cover their butt. You're going, and then because they can't get help behind them. I say again, like I said in live, tell me in the last 3-4 years when you don't see our safety break up a pass down the field and help a cornerback.
Not often.
Probably none. And this is where you get a point where people are, listen here, this is on film. And you don't think everybody's going to start attacking the safeties? They're going to attack these safeties like crazy from now going.
That's right. Hold on, Coach. I got to do this real quick. Go ahead, Lou.
My bad, I was muted. This is I just wanted to take a chance, and this is why you come and watch us, man. This is the best panel in the space because everything we've been saying, it ain't being agenda push. Is all football, all X's and O's, all that. It's like Coach came in and he literally said the X factor is gonna be the safeties. Who got cooked?
Yep.
Amp came in and said your offensive X factor is gonna be
Turpin.
Who got cooked? You know what I'm saying?
No, he said. He made plays.
He made play. My bad. Now who got cooked? Who cooked? You feel me? Who's the chef? You know what I'm saying? We came in and we said this is a trap game. Why this is a trap game? Because you shouldn't count this team out. Because everything was pointing towards it. Everything you're not good as you think you are. And you shouldn't overlook your opponents and everything like that.
Yep.
So there's a lot of lessons to be taken away from this. And then also, we've been coming in here and pushing certain things we should do. It's clear and obvious everything else that you need to run it back.
Oh, yeah. Let me pat myself on the back too. I was pushing Murray.
Yeah, Murray.
He had a pretty good game. I ain't gonna hold you. He had a pretty good, damn good game. He made some plays. He got you out the field a couple times. So salute to Murray. I was hard on him this first game. I ain't gonna hold you, but he played up the snub this game around.
You was gonna also say something else.
Oh yeah, I also gonna play devil's advocate because Coach, you are 1,000% right. If they were sitting in cover 2, and Diggs think he got safety help, that's entirely on the safety behind him.
That's right.
But if they was sitting in quarters, Diggs know better because that's match coverage. If
right.
He's sitting in quarters, his ass know that's basically 1-on-1. He shouldn't be looking for Donald because Donald got responsibilities in the middle of the field to somebody carry up the seam.
Fact.
So I got to look at the film and make sure.
No, it was cover 2. I'm certain.
You 1,000% sure?
$1 billion? I would bet $1,000 billion and win it all.
They done beat. They got beat like 72 times. So I'm
sure okay. I could tell you both plays. So what happened on the touchdown? Donovan Wilson was playing down there with the linebackers, and they was in cover 2. One of them was a soft cover 2. So that's where you basically let the guy funnel him inside, and then you look for the safety to help. It looked like a touchdown on Diggs. That was on Dono, right? Then the other one that happened was on Malik Hooker. Because it was a hard cover 2, because that's when Elam funneled him inside to the safety, and they still got beat vertical. Then there was another time where the receiver, I forgot his name, they top receiver, basically ran by Dono. That looked like that could have been quarters or soft cover 2. I wasn't too sure. But either way, he was the only threat back there. So that means safety still should have helped him. 3 touchdowns was on safeties for sure.
For sure.
It's multiple times.
Right quick
I'll spin the block on 22 drive. I believe you, but I'll spin the block on.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let me echo something. One thing you're gonna find out about me, right? If a player does this in one game and we see it in this game, I'm not gonna be so hard. I'm gonna say, hey, you got to get better. But this is year after damn year with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They are not coming up. Listen here, I watched game 2 last year against the Ravens when Lamar Jackson can't throw no long passes, but but he threw a pass down the middle of the field between both our safeties.
The Saints did too. Remember Saints did it last year?
What are we?
Saints
listen, and these guys, they're not making no plays. We get a guy to get an interception. Tell me when Malik Hooker got an interception where he had to go and get the ball. He got the interception just like Donald got his interception today. He's standing there. He might as well say the judge gun doing the ball. He was still standing one spot.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. The Dallas Cowboys just signed Jadeveon Clowney. I didn't mean to cut you off, but they just signed.
They should have signed. They should have signed a safety today because I guarantee you, we talk about this and it goes back to. It hurts me about this. I did a whole show, and when I first started here, when I found out talking to, and I hope Coach Fowler don't get mad with me, talking to Coach Fowler, and he told me that Coach Fowler, Jalen Ramsey agent said that's what he wanted to play. He wanted to play safety, and that's what he wanted to do. And I did this whole thing saying, if we get him here, it will put this defense over top. A playmaker safety that can roam the field, that people will be scared to throw it in his direction because he's a playmaker. And here we are with these two veteran guys that won't never make no plays, and everybody seeing it on film.
And to be what's the word I'm looking for? Solution oriented. Justin Simmons is still on the open market. If you're looking for a safety, make 4
he is.
Yes, that's what I was telling you. We gotta look at the film. I gotta kick the tires. But you're willing to bring in Jadeveon Clowney, you should be willing to bring in Justin Simmons. All you gotta do is get a cup of coffee.
Look.
I said that. I said like we gotta check him out because we don't know why. Is it an injury or something? But we gotta definitely take a look at that. He's the number one safety on the market right now. Number one player right now, probably.
It's time for also Bell to get reps.
I don't know why he ain't on the field.
And one of
your highest graded players.
It's time.
And listen, I understand you ain't seen Wanye, but you saw a season of Bell.
A whole season of Bell.
Playing a harder position. You had him playing as a undersized linebacker, taking on contact, taking on pulling guards, and he was one of your highest graded players when he was doing the shit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like he had over 90 tackles, and I know the man is barely 200 pounds.
Right.
He's barely 200 pounds. So I've been saying this for a long time. Marquise Bell be a dope ass box safety.
Yes,
if that's what he can do as a damn linebacker. So I'm not sure, but I'm still not. Listen, I said before the show started, the Dallas Cowboys need to fire somebody. I'm talking about the goddamn defensive. Forgive me, Lord. Y'all know I'm talking about the defensive coordinator because I understand you were shorthanded. There's no reasonable explanation why you didn't adjust at all. I gave him kudos for adjusting against he got to replace some different coverages. Like he said, he refused to play any man cover.
They get a piece of cover two. You can't adjust to that. What else you gonna do? You gonna throw? Listen, if I put you in the cover two, then stop the play and you let the play go. What can I say on the sideline?
You got a point.
Yeah.
Because see, that's the thing. Cover two, and you getting beat vertical.
That's a safest coverage. That's prevent.
That's like getting beat in cover three.
It's hard.
That's your fault. That ain't my play call. That's your fault.
No. Put emphasis on it, boss. We were playing cover two off. We were playing off.
Oh.
That's why we were mad.
Off.
And then I changed my listen. I wasn't anymore. I said, I understand why Flu's playing off now because the damn safeties ain't gonna help. We gotta hope the guys underneath make the play.
Yep.
Listen, they might listen. Defense coordinator not might be playing off. Guess who playing off? The quarterback decided to play off because he know what's going on. Listen, man, cornerbacks ain't crazy. Boss can tell you. Listen, man, you ain't gonna put me in a spot where I'm looking bad because this fool can't help me, right? And you gonna have me talking about playing bump and run, and I'm supposed to depend this guy that he gonna help me. And everybody in the stands looking at me saying, "Oh man, look how Boss got burnt."
Yep, and they gonna blame you, and you gotta know it's cover two so that you know not to blame them. You be like, "No, that was actually soft cover two, bro."
There is no funnel action. Zero.
I had fights between cornerbacks and safeties because you got to trust them. And when you don't, the trust is broken, man. And I've had teams that had good safety, and they made cornerbacks who was C-rated cornerbacks look like they were A-rated cornerbacks because they had a guy back there that told them where to go, when to go, and I got you. If you take a chance, I got you. But this back, I told you, man, we devalue this because nobody talk about safety because they don't get paid. See, we want to focus on the people who get the big dollars and say, but you know something? The littlest part makes the engine go. Yep. And it might not come but $2. You break that part, the engine don't cut on.
That's true.
Let's cover this real quick. What do we get now with Clowney?
Good edge to a guy that can set the edge. The guy in pursuit, he'll get you like 2, 3, 4 sacks. He ain't the same guy that he used to be, but he's a veteran. You know, he's a great run defender still. I ain't gonna say great. He's a good run defender still.
Yeah.
He used to be a great run defender. He's a good run defender still. He'll set the edge. He'll fight hard. Just last year when he played for the Panthers, he had an effort tackle where he ran from the defensive line spot down the field and made a tackle on a wide receiver. It was CeeDee Lamb, matter of fact. He had tracked down CeeDee Lamb. So he's still a high motor, high effort player. So I didn't want people to have reasonable expectations. He gonna play 15 games for you if he stays.
Hold on, I got a super chat. Just real quick.
Go ahead.
I got some intel.
No. Henny won't finish.
Yeah.
I got you, Coach. Go ahead, Hen.
Oh, okay. I know you're gonna read the super chat, brother.
I was, but you was still talking.
Nah, it ain't that deep. I was just gonna say, cool. Man, like I was just gonna say, man, just have proper expectations for Clowney. He played 15 games, expect just like 3-4 sacks out of him, some pressures. You know, he'll be a good rotation guy.
Yeah. And the defense fits him too. The super chat said Clowney incoming F-Tobert and secondary. Listen, it's not the whole secondary, man. It's them safeties.
It's some safety, bro.
It's the safeties. Like, even sometimes when it looked like it was the corners, it was the safeties.
Because it's not even that. And when I said in this game, it's gonna be the game of individual battles and accountability. They gotta take accountability on this, man. Like, it was times they were getting beat. It was what pissed me off is Dono didn't even know his damn responsibility half the time. His damn mechanics was off. I'm like, you got the deep half, or you got a deep half. You got the right side of the field. What the fuck are you looking left for?
Right.
Why are you looking left?
Yeah.
You supposed to read number 1 and number 2. Why are we looking across the field? What are you worried about?
Right.
There was one time he was up, still flat-footed. The outside receiver is clearly Diggs didn't let him go release free inside. That's how I know it was your fault. And you did did over here turn it around flat-footed, and you late. You already not athletic, so you can't afford to be late.
Right.
You know what it looked like?
What up?
It looked like a scared guy in the back end. I got some intel on Cowboys when you give me a chance. I got some intel.
I got you, Coach. I promise. I got one more super chat. Rodney Smith says secondary need to clean it up versus Bears with Ben Johnson, former Detroit OC, calling plays using the mobile. Yeah, we put some bad film out there. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, we finna highlight this one.
Yeah, man. Clowney from here, man, from South Carolina. Talk to some people, man, that know the Clowney family, man. And listen, Clowney's gonna give you. He's gonna be in the right spot here. Clowney is not a 65 player. You know, that knee thing, man. He had microfracture surgery on his knee when he first got in the NFL. So it's around by that time when that stuff start to give you really problems. So, but for what we're gonna use him here, you're gonna get a guy that's gonna give you some production. If we play him like 30, 35 plays, he's gonna be very productive. He can play inside and out. So he can play in the 3 technique, and he can play on the outside. So he's going to be very explosive. That's going to give you another person in that rotation that's going to be ready to go. I figured that they would sign him. My friend told me they're probably going to sign him right after this game because of guaranteed money. It's a crazy thing, man. NFL be tripping, man. They would go wait till after game 2. Decided because they try to deflect the guaranteed money and how they work that thing. So that's why he left the building, but he was already going to sign. But they waited as soon as the game was over to say he signed. So
real quick too, I just want to say this real quick. I gotta promo this. I gotta talk about the lessons from Michael Parsons, Tyler Smith, and it's not gonna be a negative. Woe is me. It's more so about how can we, man, just make sure if y'all get the notification, tune in for that one, bro. I'm gonna bring that one. Trust me.
Sometimes people think they're doing you for good, you're bad, but it turned out to be for your good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show how exactly we can work that thing, and just a whole lot of things, because just let me just say that. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. So I'm gonna also say this, man. The Dallas needed this W, because that also takes off the stench of Micah. See that W, right? A hard fought W. Oh, Amp, we Amp. Amp, I ain't passing to Amp all day. Amp, what's up, bro? My bad.
Y'all that do Amps any kind of way, man. You lucky you're a Christian man.
I know, man.
I done turned it off.
That was in there for the layup.
I thought he was paused or something. We hogging hey, we hogging the ball from the homie, man. My bad, bro. Let me pass it to the homie. We treating you like Pickens up in this home.
It's like when you play with Kobe and he shoot with 3 people on him and you wide open.
Yeah, he wide open.
Any kind of way, man.
Put your hand up, Amp, if you open. You making plays.
Mailbox open, man.
We still talking over you. We don't give a damn.
No. God help us.
But F, like, I'm done with y'all. Y'all so rude. Oh, man, he said I'm done with y'all, man. Oh, yeah. We talking about the cloud to do. All right, but going back to what I was saying though, on like, now we needed this W to get Mike off us, man. Like, see, this type of stuff will make people not miss Mike. Real talk. You know what I mean? Now I think we gonna be able to fully go ahead and start moving on. You know, they kicking it in the locker room. They at the house, so they go kick it tonight. You know what I mean? This is what bonds your team. A win like this, a hard fought dog fight, overtime. We had to take it. I love it.
You know something, boss? If Shotty wants to make a statement with this team, he got to come out and say, man, I wouldn't even talk about nothing good in this game. Because of the fact, man, you got to, it's somewhere you got to get their attention. I would be so much, if I was coach, I would be so negative that people would be on our team like we even lost. Listen, you got to get this message across. I understand, yes, a win is a win, but listen here, you got to get the message across that, listen, getting by is not good enough. And this is the game you can be like, hey, yeah, in your mind, in that coach's meeting, you're like, man, we're glad we got a victory. That's good. We got a W. W is better than the L. But I can't allow you to feel that way.
Right.
I can't allow you to feel that way.
Right.
Yes.
But it was shot his first, so they already celebrating. They in that mud, gave the man the game ball. They said they.
Oh no, today you can celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tomorrow you gotta kill somebody.
Somebody gotta through the media.
The worst film days we ever had is after games like this. A very ugly win. I'm telling you, the worst films I ever had was when after an ugly win like this. We're gonna be in there for like 6 hours. Brilliant.
Yeah, and I will say this one thing that I like that I saw about Brian, and I'm gonna be all the way honest that I was impressed that I saw about Brian. Brian had the Jimmy Johnson face the whole time. He wasn't smiling. When Dak messed up, you saw him chew Dak out. You know what I mean? I'm seeing it's two sides to Brian. It's what he portraying the media, then it's Coach Brian. That's what I'm seeing. You know, it's like he say all the right things, but I wanted to see the angry coach. I wanted to see the coach that don't play no nonsense. Now it's starting to make sense why they didn't have as many penalties too. Because I was concerned, Coach. Coach, remember I told you, I said, you know, me and Coach always say this, and Coach always say this, and actually he says this, that the team takes on the spirit of the coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
So I was concerned about, like, are we going to be soft because he missed a nice guy? And I didn't see nice guy on the sideline today at all.
Well,
I ain't see
that. He doing it presser right now, matter of fact. his post game presser. Well, it happened like 11 minutes ago, but one excerpt from it, John Machota said Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer was speaking highly about the Dallas win, but then adds, "Now I think we did some stupid shit tonight."
There we go. There we go. I'm reading them right, bro. I knew I was reading them right, man. I knew it. I read him like a book.
Yes, sir. I love it.
Because if your mentality of a coach is that you're particular and you like to do things in the right manner, if you say your team gonna take your personality, you can't accept that. This ain't where, hey, now if I'm a person that does things all wild, yeah, I'm happy about a crazy victory like this. But no, and you got to, now is when you coach through the media. Because now when you at that podium, you're talking to your team. Because guess what? They listening. They listen to everything you say on there because they waiting on to say, oh, did he say something about you and me? So this is when you coach to them to get everybody on point for them to get straight. So when he come out Monday, tell us the real, because YouTubers like Boss, Lou, Henny, me, all of us would take what you say and we would put it on film.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And then my boy Vincent say we could easily be 0-2. We could also easily be 2-0.
2-0. We should have won that Eagles game.
That's so important, man. That's
NFL hard, man. These are
hard. One positive thing I would say, and it's the way you look at it. Through 5 quarters of football, because we played it overtime, we only gave up 84 rushing yards.
Woo.
Now you could say Russell Wilson was spamming one play touchdowns all game, so they didn't give a damn about no running back named Cam Scatterboo. But a win is a win. Also, Dallas Cowboys ran for 135. Your boy Javonte Williams, 18 carries for 97 yards. He also added another 33 yards receiving. So very good day at the office for Javonte Williams. But yeah, man, like there's some positives. It's just a whole bunch of shit. It's like when you go dumpster diving, you might find an old designer bag in there, but you gotta have to take it out. You're gonna have to wipe the garbage juice off that shit. You're gonna have to get the half-eaten food and everything else off it. There might be a little vomit on there. You gotta deep cleanse that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win, but it's covered in fecal matter.
But you know what can make stats look bad, Henny? It's two things can make stats not look right. Explosive plays and turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, we only gave up so and so many yards, but the reason why we gave up so many points, because we giving plays over 20, 30 yards, explosive plays. Again, I said the 2 times we lost to Green Bay ain't because of the running game. We gave up 7 plays over 30 yards. In 2 games.
Yes, right.
So listen, explosive plays will kill you. And I said it before the game because when I did it live, when I did my scouting report on Russell Wilson, I said, hey, he's going to throw the ball. He started out early talking about, I'm a dink and dunk because he was listening to people. But when he got a chance to go down the field, he didn't care if he didn't throw an interception. He going to throw it down the field because, hey, our safeties weren't going to pick the ball off. So he going to keep on throwing it down the field. So we may not get a gunslinger like that again, but people are going to try us. But stop these explosive plays, man. In big games, explosive plays and turnovers lose you football games, man. And we got to stop giving up these plays over 30, 40 yards. It's unexcusable when you're up by 4 points that you give up a 9 route with 2 people back there and you in cover 2. How?
On 4th down. On 4th down.
Fourth down.
Tucked it to the end zone.
4th down.
No fear. Game on the line.
They actually, when we scored, they was like, we are all right. They did the meme of Cam Newton. They said, all right. They went right down there, man. That's what we're talking about right here. So like it's gonna be, when you look at this game, what was you gonna say about?
No, finish.
Like this, the reason why coaches coach so hard, and I hate when people, passive Cowboy fans, be like, "Lou, it's one game, it's all that," because the one thing I don't want is to let our weaknesses get on film.
Right.
Because when you let it get on film, it ain't gonna stop. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna stop.
Yep.
Because they're gonna keep trying you. They see you soft, they're gonna keep trying you.
Being on break.
Trying.
Vertical.
Last year I called them three. Last year I called them the 3 guards in the middle because they couldn't pick up the stunt. And you know what happened? All the way up until week 7, week 9, they saw that shit non-stop. Because all it takes is one time for the O coordinator to see it, and they're gonna, or the D coordinator, and they're gonna keep spamming it, all the time. So that's why we coach them right the first time, man. And you veterans, you know better. So yeah, I'm done with it.
So I gotta highlight the super chat. My boy say, Jerry, pay my golden goose Aubrey ASAP and Turpin.
Turpin paid.
Turpin paid.
Yeah.
Brandon Aubrey need to be paid too now. Like after this, he can't.
This is what I said on Aubrey.
I said it.
Obviously, that's crazy. Like I'm playing, but man, that dude showed his whole value. Ooh-wee. And see, this is where you right, Lou. Common sense ain't common. We know that. The team with the most what wins the game?
Points. Points.
Let me say that again. The team with the most points.
Hey, y'all don't understand. That man walked out there a 64-yarder, second game, all the pressure, cool as a cucumber.
Dog.
And it wasn't it
big leg and clutch.
It didn't drift. It didn't barely get in. It didn't dunk. It was right through the middle. And
the buzzer.
And it was so high up. It was so high up he could have kicked it for further. That's how you know you got a kicker. When it enters the pylon at the top, he could have made it from 70.
Two first rounds.
You know some balls? No, I ain't gonna do it too far. But you know some balls, you know, this remember the 4 battles I said you gotta win? Let's look at the 4 battles, right? The Giants helped us in this because I think they got almost 200 yards worth of penalties. So the penalty battle, we won by far. The Giants had about 15 penalties for almost well over 150 yards. So they almost set a record for penalties. The turnover battle, it came out to be 1-1 because we turned the ball over and they turned the ball last to make it even. So that helped us out to make the turnover battle even. But the effort battle, it was the same on both sides. But the explosive play battle, they won big time. Let me tell you something, man. These 4 battles, man, you got to win big on one. If the Giants don't get 150 yards of penalties, and they just get these explosive plays, our ass get blowed out today.
Mm-hmm.
Talk, coach.
So
talk.
We get blowed out. So again, it comes down to man. I understand people say, well, the turnover. Those 4 battles are important because you can make stats look bad because you can have you can be winning the game. But listen, all the Giants got what 400 yards passing, but minus 160-yard penalties. That kills the 400 yards passing because you're giving up all these penalties. So again, man, we got to stop these explosive plays, and we got to get to the point of where we got a defense that's not giving up all this stuff. And I hate to see it when it comes from our veterans, man. It comes from our veterans, and right. Where's my man? Number 2. Where's Bell? I mean, there's some people.
We need to play Bell.
Bell and Wanye Thomas. Wanye Thomas is a better athlete.
It's time.
He's faster. He's faster.
Man. It's time, man. It's just what it is.
It's time.
We need to form a hashtag for them. And I don't know what it is.
On your contracts.
Yeah, it's time.
I think Malik Hooker and Donald on 1-year contract. Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's like it's too obvious, bro. Like we can't. The dub is good, but damn.
Cooper Beebe didn't finish the game. He needed help walking off to the locker room. So that's something that we need to monitor going forward.
Yes.
Cooper Beebe did not finish the game. He looked hurt, dog. I ain't saying it. He don't look.
It's his ankle. You know, I'm glad it ain't the knee at least.
Yeah, it might be a high ankle sprain, but you know, you got two guys that they worked and they worked out. They got the guy that played center and the guard. He was playing center. Hoffman and Bass from Oregon. He was playing. Yeah, Bass was playing center. So they look good when they come to the center, and I think they'll try to bring Shipman back from the if he's gonna be out, to bring him back on the practice squad to have another center, man. I hate to see it because of the continuity. This offensive line play, when we look at on film, it's gonna be a little rougher than it was. Even though we put up some points, it's gonna be a little rougher because one, I can't. I mean, even though our quarterback's getting penalties because people hitting him, but it's too many hits on Dak today. Too many guys running free that weigh 340 pounds. It's too many of those guys running free to wear that. So it's weird. We got to clean that up, and we have to be on top of that, because I think sometimes we score 40 points, but then when we look at the film, it's gonna look worse. That's why I always say what film does. Film says, man, when you say, "Oh man, we played good," when you look at the film, it ain't as great as you thought it was. and when you say, "Oh, maybe we played bad," when you look at film, oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. That's why the eye in the sky don't lie. But our offensive line played okay, but I think it was a step back for a lot of guys. But hey, like I said, they get better. They'll get better from this. But we got to be hard on them. They're a young team. This ain't the time in the first 5 games to be nice. That's why I like what Shotty got on that. In the first part of the season, this is when you're supposed to cut your players out. This is when you're supposed to get on the tail. Because when you get into playoff time, you trying to give them confidence. But right now, you're supposed to be on top of them right now, because you want to build good habits.
Clay, when it's still being able to move, it's hardened by the time it's playoff season. But the coach is right. This is why you got to view the game this way, man. Everyone gonna say we walked away with a win, but coach hit it right on the head. Like if the Giants play a more disciplined game, you get blown out. That's how different that is. And my coach would have came in and said the same exact thing. You over here celebrating this win, but they really gave it to you. They really did gave it to you. So honestly, I would go into that film room acting like we lost. Today we won. Tomorrow we're gonna lose in the worst way.
So let me show y'all a couple things. We will give our final words real quick.
Bet.
Give me 1 second. Let me show y'all this. Just let y'all know what we up against, okay?
Oh Lord.
So Connor lives it. I don't really engage him, but I see his stuff, you know. He one of them stat nerds, right? Mm-hmm. One of them people devalue running back. So you fucking playing with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. So he said Dallas needs a running back with Williams, right? The Cowboys will be better if they trade for RB1. So, like, it's still a lot of people that put their reputation on the line, right? To be anti-running back and anti the position of running back, right? So he playing with me talking about the Cowboys need like 43 other things before they need a running back. See what I'm saying? They still on that dumb shit. So, you know me. I said we need to look around the league better. After Saquon and Henry, it should be obvious that stat nerd devaluing running back was always dumb, but we still have work to do.
Obviously.
So obviously. And let me tell y'all something. It's a whole lot of people who still don't value running back. Coach Marv was right. We was pushing for wide receiver 2, and we should have been pushing for running back. He right. He right. So it's one of them things to where people are missing the fact that in 2016, our edges was ranked 31st. We was 31st in pass rush, ranked 31st. But because we had Zeke and that offensive line and we was able to control the clock and have 3rd and short, we was number 1 in 3rd down conversions, and we had the best clock control in the game.
Also faced the fewest 3rd downs for more context.
Thank you, sir. That was the power of a RB1. So we watching Williams do his damn thing, but Williams is a RB2. If you add a quality RB1, it causes so many dominoes. It causes Pickens to be better. It causes CeeDee Lamb to be better. It causes your offensive line to be what Coach Marv would say, lathered up every game. Now you got to get people to stack the box more, which also opens it up. It's so many positive dominoes for your offense. I'm telling y'all, the enemy to winning are stat nerds. That's why I hate them, bro. I'm serious. And they just trying to be right on a dumbass theory that has been disproven. It has been fully disproven that running backs don't matter. It is the dumbest shit in the world, and we still falling for it. That's why you got so many Cowboy fans when we say trade for RB1, they say stuff like, we're good, boss. We're okay with Sanders. And y'all have not watched the fact that even when Philly had a young Sanders, they were smart enough to say we can do better. And they went and got Saquon and won it all. And our stat nerd, corporate America ass, still over here acting like we can't do better.
They ain't for winning. They for themselves. That's somebody that's care about. They for themselves. They think this shit is. Those are the people who view football in a fantasy football type of light, Madden type of light. They ain't never put on no pads before and ain't got coached before. Ain't never been in the locker room before. I said it. And you letting them talk about. You want to let them talk about the highest level of football where PhDs need to be at? Like all these coaches and players got PhDs in football, and they telling you something about a running back position that has been valued since the beginning of time. All of a sudden in the 2020s, magically doesn't exist. And to you, Cowboy fans, to you, of all organizations, to you,
say
you
it.
pissed me off with that shit. Like we didn't have fucking Emmitt Smith.
Right.
You pissed me off with that.
Dorset.
This is why I said y'all ain't no Cowboy fans.
Right.
Y'all not. I'm gonna start calling y'all bitch asses out with that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call this y'all some bitch ass hoes. You are framing Cowboy fans and acting like fucking haters. I'm feeling that's my final word. I gotta go. But this is some bullshit. Y'all over here devaluing this position after we had Emmett and Tony Dorsett.
Right. And
Zeke. Nah, you on the bandwagon now. You who everybody's catering to. I'm out.
Man, good.
God bless Luke.
All
right, man.
Let me go. Let me do mine because I got to get. But listen, man.
Go ahead.
I knew, when we were doing all this talk about wide receiver 2, y'all noticed that I wasn't, a lot of shows weren't talking about it because I knew that we would make a mistake on that. Because you could find a wide receiver 2 easier than you could find a running back, and I knew you could probably find a wide receiver 2 now.
That's right.
But we were looking for a wide receiver 2 to be a number 1. We wanted 2 number 1s. When I asked the question, how many teams got 2 number 1s?
About 7.
7?
Not that many. Same
I
point.
mean, ain't too many teams got 2,000 yard wide receivers.
No.
And guess what? We based the passing league off those teams, and guess what those teams used to be at? We based the passing league. I keep trying to tell people, they base a passing league in the NFL off probably the 26 teams that usually don't be in the playoff run, that throw the ball 100,000 times, that really don't win championship games. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a passing league. Because the stats really show that teams that throw the ball a whole lot of times in the game don't really win. But it's about controlling the football game. But like I said, we went out, and boss said one thing one time before, and I thought he wasn't right about it. But as longer I kept going, I started to figure out. He said, man, Coach Marv, the Cowboys look at the algorithms of what people really talk about because they're going to try to to do what the people are talking about, because they're gonna cater to where the fan base and what people are talking about.
That's right.
And we talked about passing. We talked about that.
Pickens.
They catered to us. They traded for Pickens.
Yep.
But they didn't. And then they talked about running back on the back end.
Right.
Well, we say the algorithm talking about we can't stop the run. Well, they went and got Clark.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If we beat the table now about the safeties, and if we really get on the safety, and this really spreads,
They'll
guess
get
what?
Simmons.
They'll get Simmons.
Yep.
But our Cowboy Nation ain't gonna get on board with no running game.
Nope.
Hell no.
Coach.
We ain't gonna do that.
But Coach, and see, you know what? The sad part, you right, but we gotta fight for it anyway. That's what I told people last week. I say this fight, I realize it's gonna be like the Alamo. Once I start tweeting about it and I start seeing all this epic, oh, boss, we're fine. I said, oh shit.
Even though Dak threw a lot of passes today, right? I guarantee you, they want a stat. Look at Dak Prescott's record when he got a 100-yard rusher.
Oh,
I guarantee
he win 95% of the games. 95. All right, Coach.
It's better than Jalen Hurts, probably.
Yeah, it's 95%. I already did the math on it. You win 95% of the time.
Why would you go against the odds? And I'm gonna say this last thing. Las Vegas has made a lot of money because people go against the odds. And I've said this on many of my when I talk about coaching. Coaching is, you can't guarantee. There's never no guarantee in football of winning a game. Only thing you try to do as coaches, try to get the odds in favor that you can win. And then you go with that. Like I said, the 4 battles, you win those 4 battles that I gave out, it's not guaranteed you can win, but it's a very slim chance, unless it's going to be some crazy shit to happen, for you to lose. And that's all you want to do, is put the odds in your favor. And so if the odds say that Dak wins 95% of this game when you got a 100-yard rusher, who in the hell would think about passing the ball and having 5 or 6 wide receivers?
Stat nerds. That's who. Good final word, Coach.
Hey, man, we won the game, man. I'm finna celebrate so I can go to work. When I go to work tomorrow, I ain't got to talk. I can still talk a little bit trash and say, hey, it's been about 8 years since y'all beat us in the regular season. So that's good. Hey, that's great.
That's fantastic.
But I would have been, I might have took off tomorrow if we didn't win. But hey, check this out, man. Salute, man. Hit it. Keep doing what you're doing, man. All right, boss. Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, Coach.
All right, man. I'm gonna get my final word, and I also will depart from here, man. Mine is to be greedy, man. I don't want us to ever get into the mindset of we gotta have either or. But you know, when you look around, you see how all the good teams that are real championship contenders are built. They have everything. They have corners. They have safety. They have more than one wide receiver. They got a tight end. They got a running back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the mind frame of eating greedy, man. We talk about the teams who has 2 number 1 wide receivers, the Eagles. But they also got one of the best running backs in the league. So it's really a moot point. If they get into a fight and they say we're gonna take Saquon Barkley away, like they tried the Super Bowl. Well, damn it, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside 1-on-1, we finna cook. If they ever get out there and say, hey, we're going to take away A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, we're going to drop 7. We're finna run the hell out this football. So what you really need, man, is an answer to any problem that may come your way when you're out here trying to win the Super Bowl, man. And that's how a good team is constructed. You know, I'm not trying to just go out here and throw the ball 99,000 times. But when I do throw the ball, I need to be efficient. I need to get splash plays. I need to be thrown to somebody that can win against one-on-ones. I need to have an option that can win against double teams, damn it, because they do a lot, at the NFL level, how they rotate coverages and they attack offenses, man. So I'm not trying to be complacent. You know, we need another running back, just the same way we need a wide receiver too. We need another edge rusher the same way that we need a defensive tackle. We need another safety so they ain't going to play the guys on the team that actually play pretty good. So we still need to be campaigning for everything. Because listen, when you're out here and you're being conservative, you know, you're living in moderation, those ain't the teams that actually go out there, you know, and win. I ain't never seen no football team, win without good defensive tackles. It's hard for me to go out there and find, a team that won without good weapons. It's rare. It happens once in a blue moon. It's damn near impossible to win without good quarterback play. And even the quarterbacks that you think aren't that great, and you look back, like a Joe Flacco, 11 touchdowns, no picks. He played like a top quarterback when it came to that Super Bowl run. So what I'm trying to say is this, man. Don't be out here in a either or mentality, man. You need everything lined up in order to compete in the National Football League, man. Because if you are one-dimensional, teams will stop you. They get paid millions and millions of dollars to find your weaknesses and exploit that shit. So Dallas Cowboys, you did right by getting a wide receiver. You did right by getting a defensive tackle. We need more. This ain't it. This can't be it, man. Because what you got is good enough to take you where you can go. But what you need to get, what you're missing, and what will make you good enough to go where you need to go, man. And that's my final word of the day, man. God bless y'all.
Good final word. So, this is what I'm talking about right here, bro. Listen, y'all. I'm fighting to the end, y'all. Okay? So, I'm obviously campaigning for RB1. Nah, they need a two-back system. That's what works in the NFL. You see, this is what stat nerds have done to running back. People really believe you just need anybody back there. Now, we still lobbying for Jadeveon Blue, even though it's clear that there's something going on with Jadeveon Blue. And instead of us doing what we got to do to get better and take us over the top, we still playing with it, bro. And we still over here like, nah, we don't want a high quality RB1. We just need Blue and Williams. That's all we need. Anybody that says that's all we need, I ain't need. It's like, nah, bro. Nah. I'm going to keep saying it again. The Cowboys had a young Sanders do 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns. And they said that's not good enough. They literally said we can do better. Hold on, let me play that. Yeah, here we go. Play it. I want y'all to listen to it. Let it get in your spirit.
We can do better.
Listen.
We could be chasing dreams.
Let it get in your spirit.
We know what's right. And we know how it feels.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do better.
Yep.
We can make a change for real.
We gotta fight the stat nerds, y'all. They deep. Gotta fight them.
Yeah, we can do a lot better.
We can do better.
We facing fears. We know what's up, and we know how to get there.
Let it get in your spirit.
Yeah, we can be stars. We can be the best.
We can be the best.
Just put us to the test and we'll show the world there's another way. If we just try a little every day, we can make it better.
Come on, let it get in your spirit.
We can do better. We can be setting goals.
Let
we
it.
Understand right down to the soul that we can do better. We can have a heart of gold. So let's step it up. Step it up. Step it up. We could be making moves.
All right, y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. So I got 2 super chats. He said, boss, you're the man. Trade for RB1. Absolutely. He said, boss, you some in Cowboys Nation so caught up in stats to devalue RBs, they acting like fantasy football GMs. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. It's stat nerds. They messing up the game. They messing up the game with evidence. But like Lou said, it's agendas. It's people that built brands on devaluing this position. So they built brands on trying to teach people that you can go get any running back to go do that job. They done put their whole brand on it. So even though it is fully reversed, they are not reversing. And they have spent years pausing in the minds of people to devalue the greatness of running back, even though running back is how we have got all of our Super Bowls in Dallas. Each one was built on the power of the running game. Each one. And the times you broke franchise records in consecutive wins was based on the running game. In 2014, when you had Murray with 1,800 yards, we had 10 consecutive wins. We broke a franchise record on the running game with a no-name ass defense. Nobody knew that defense. You still can't tell me 3 people on the 2014 defense. But behind the running game, you took off like a rocket. It wasn't just the offensive line. It was the offensive line mixed with Murray. Then in 2016, you lost Romo. Most people said the season was over. Most people said the season was completely over. But you had a young rookie Zeke with a rookie quarterback. And getting behind Zeke took massive pressure off of Dak and allowed Dak to be an elite game manager. That's what the running game did. So how much more would a powerful RB1 do for a veteran Dak? And I'm not waiting to see what we go have in Blue. I'm not waiting on that. Blue might not know the playbook. Because the more we waiting to see, because then we go see him, then we go say, well, let's give him a few more games. It's getting closer and closer to the trade deadline. We need to make the move now. And we need to pressure them to make the move now. Now. And if Blue is that dude, he's still gonna be that dude with RB1. We need to stop protecting them from competition. I'm not waiting, nor should we wait. It's too obvious what Saquon did to Philly. We just saw them win the Super Bowl off the running game. And what was we saying? He washed. He injury prone. And that's the same guy why they won it all. Nah, I ain't waiting. I ain't trying to wait on shit. We need to do it now. We need the pressure to do it now. And then we need to fight for it now. Our offense is going to be much better, way better, if we stop treating this position like there's no exceptions. There's exceptional talent at every position. Aubrey is an exceptional kicker. He's exceptional. There's exceptional running backs. We need to stop letting them stat nerds rule football. Stat nerds are running football, and they're hypocrites because these same stat nerds don't apply that same damn logic to tight end. Now, tight end is truly the position to where it has truly been proven that they're interchangeable. The Dallas Cowboys have successfully interchanged every tight end since Witten with no problems, regardless of whenever they was drafted. But yet, these stat nerds put all the weight against running back, and we fall for it. So we miss on opportunities that can literally put us over the hump. So, y'all stay on the lookout. Good win, Dallas. I'm gonna clap it up for you. I love the dub. Love the dub. Make sure y'all hit that like for your boy. Hit that like. Also, man, any cash app to help. Because it's not too many people that's gonna tell the truth. It's not too many people that's gonna go against the crowd for what's best for your team. That's one thing that you clearly see on this watch party and this panel. We say things that's not popular, but that should be happening. As we said, it wasn't too many people talking about Murray. We was talking about it. It wasn't too many people talking about the safeties, but we was talking about it on this panel way early, way before they got exposed. So any kind of super chat that'll help us continue to push this type of content is greatly appreciated. I have my Cash App already pinned to the top of the chat. So any donations or help, I really appreciate it. And I'll say this, I'm likely gonna go live again. I'm getting ready to go in there and cook for my boys. But after I finish cooking, I got this show already geared up and ready to go. And it's gonna really gear us up for how can we take the next level. And the most important lessons to learn from Micah Parsons and Tyler Smith paydays. It's not gonna be no complaining video. It's gonna be a video about really us being able to take some action to make us better, but also what to kind of watch for so we can use our voices right and smart. And then R. Williams said, boss, I confess, I didn't think we needed RB when you first started calling for it. I see the light now. I came around after Miles Sanders fumble and was caught from behind versus Philly. And I appreciate that, bro. That's big of you, man. And you know, a lot of people don't do what you just did. You know what I mean? Because think about it. It was so many dominoes that happened. He got caught from behind. He also fumbled. That killed the momentum. All of that happened behind a running back. And we can see the value of Williams, but Sanders is just a body. But just imagine if we had what Detroit had last year with Gibbs and Montgomery, that two-punch combo. Mixed with CeeDee Lamb, mixed with Pickens. Man, your offense would be so cold. You wouldn't even with those defensive ends and stuff like that that's questionable, we can control tempo, control the clock. It's so much we can do, man. So let's continue to push for this. We basically got to push and fight for this up to the trade deadline. It's an uphill battle because we fighting stat nerds. We really are. See, look, they coming in back to back, devaluing. Look at this bullshit. Back to back. Look, no, they need to play blue. See, let's get RB1. No, they need to play blue. See, when you start talking about let's take another level, let's go get Saquon. No, let's go with blue. See, when I was trying to get Saquon the first time, people forgot I was pushing for Saquon and Henry hard. And guess who did my idea? Philly. And this is what Coach Marv was warning about. We gonna be fighting uphill because too many Cowboy fans don't value running back. And they don't push for it. But I'ma still fight because I'm a fighter. And you never know what's gonna happen. You know? I'ma stay loud about it until it happens. It's your boy Boss. Show me. I'm out.